back to the podcast, everybody. We got Kody, and then his coach gave us the permission to host the podcast in his living room, so we're kicking it right here with the boy Kody.
Yes, sir.
And what gave you the nickname Big Bird?
Actually, I went out to go try out for a UFL out here in Arizona, in Phoenix, for Frank Mir, Tito Ortiz, and Rampage Jackson. I wanted to go take a picture with Rampage, and I was wearing orange Dragon Ball Z. I guess you would the tights we wear for BJJ, and Rash Guard. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name, but he was like, all he saw was the orange legs, you know what I mean? So he was like, "Damn, Big Bird, you coming from Sesame Street?" And I was like, no, but I'm gonna use that, thank you.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, dude, so when I was at season 3 for Power Slap, they were asking about a nickname, and I originally threw out my MMA nickname that I had, but then I thought about it, and I was like, nah, it's gotta be Big Bird, you know, it's gotta be Big Bird, and so we've been selling with that for the last couple of years, and it's going.
Hey, that's interesting, bro. That's what's up, man. So you gave him the name Big Bird, hey, man. Well, so are you out here from Tucson, or where were you born and raised, bro?
I'm originally from Safford, Arizona, but I do reside out here in Tucson now. So fighting out of both, fighting for both, you know what I mean? Representing both, got them both on my back. Hopefully this can, I don't think too many of the Tucson people really know, let alone even the Safford people, that I do Power Slap, or that somebody from Tucson is doing Power Slap, or anything of this level, really. So I'm doing my best to kind of put that out, you know what I mean, let them know they got somebody else coming up in the risings.
Hey, for sure, man. Putting it down for Tucson, man. Hey, that's some crazy work, man. So before Power Slap, did you ever plan on becoming a fighter or like a boxer, and besides, you know, the Power Slap thing?
Yeah, dude, actually, December of next year marks 10 years that I've been doing MMA. So I do have an amateur record, not necessarily the best, because I started off as a striker and didn't care too much to learn the wrestling aspect of things, and learned the hard way why that's important. Excuse me.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I've been doing MMA for a long time, and essentially that's the end goal. You know what I mean? I want to be in the UFC. I want to do that, and I kind of use Power Slap as my foot in. But for right now, we're full focus on Power Slap. You know what I mean? So we're bringing everything we got for this next one.
So what are some ways that you've been training? I've been looking at your Instagram. You've been slapping like straight up bricks and stuff. That's pretty intense, man. So besides that, like, what are your strategies on taking these guys down?
Yeah, that's originally what I started with, was because I was on the cheaper end of things, you know what I mean? I hadn't fought for Power Slap yet, or it had been a while. So I didn't really have any money, and kind of had to come up with my own thing, you know? So I built a little tower of bricks and just kind of calloused my hands over, made them real tough after a while, and then when I showed up for season 3, I was able to get a little more professional about it, you know, get some more gear. I got a bob dummy, a more tied bob, and I use that to slap it so I get the realistic feel of it and stuff. And yeah, dude, I do just a lot of my MMA training in itself, you know, strength and conditioning, things like that, and just being ready for everything.
Oh yeah, bro, that's some hard work right there, man. So what types of emotions are you going through, you know, before this, because it's coming up pretty soon?
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. You know, I've never been more prepared for one of the Power Slap fights than I have now. Before, it was just me running around talking and saying I was doing this, you know what I mean, doing that. I'd train every now and then, I was lifting every now and then. But now we really in the shit. We acting like professionals now, you know, we're deep diving into this, so we're coming head on, and I hope whoever's standing in front of me is ready.
For sure, bro. So that's kind of the next question, man. So like, like you have to take a slap no matter what. Like, so how do you prepare for that? And like, are you scared? Are you like straight up? Are you scared, bro?
No,
The least bit.
no, dude, not even in the slightest. I've been doing power slap for the last 3 years. I was there when they started. You know what I mean? I'm an OG from season 1, so I've been taking these slaps. You know, and again, it also comes back to the MMA aspect of things. I've been taking shots, you know what I mean? I'm a heavyweight. I fight a heavyweight. I fight a light heavyweight. I take big shots from big guys. And for some reason, power slap always seems to feed me the heaviest dudes, the biggest dudes, you know? So I've been working on that and just doing the same old thing, you know? I'm going to strengthen my jaw and show these heavyweights that they really ain't shit. And then when I walk through this next guy, I'm going down to light heavyweight.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Congratulations, bro. Like, well, not congratulations yet.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? But there's mad respect
so
that you're contending for that spot. Mad respect, bro. What does your face feel like after getting slapped like that? Because I've never been slapped that hard before in my life.
You want to find out?
Hell no.
Well, after the first one, I didn't really feel it because I got knocked the fuck out.
Against Mitchell Sipes in season 1. Down! So he never made it into the house and never really got a chance to show us what he could do. We know that this guy has potential, and that's why we brought him back and gave him another shot this season. So let's see if he can take advantage of this second chance.
But the second and third one, when I was at the house, my adrenaline's kicking so hard, I don't feel it, to be honest. And I'm a big corn-fed motherfucker, you know what I mean? So I didn't really bruise, I didn't get red, I didn't swell up like most of these guys do. Maybe it just takes a different type of breed to do it, but...
Yeah, you got that thick skin, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate being slapped, bro.
How, are you doing that too, bro? Oh shit.
I'm a bouncer.
At this point in time, I kind of like it.
I took a sip and I really didn't like it anyway.
Oh, damn.
What's it like meeting Dana White? Is he like a cool guy? And like, if do you guys have like a relationship or like outside of the power slap? Is he? Because a lot of people, I'm not trying to knock on the guy, but some of the people I've talked to say he's not so cool of a guy. But then I get mixed messages. You know, from my personal opinion, he's a cool guy. Like he does a lot for the both UFC and like for the power slap community and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
like, what's your opinions or like what's your relation with him like?
Well, we don't have too much of like an outside relationship outside of power slap. I met him season 1 for weigh-ins. Got to shake his hand. He seemed like a cool guy. You know what I mean? I talked to him at the last event that I attended. I think it was Power Slap 12 or something like that. And just let him know that I was ready to come back. You know what I mean? We chatted up. I got a little video of it. So he's always been a cool guy to me with the interactions that we've had. I get why some people over social media and how the UFC media and shit works. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, in my personal opinion, Dana's cool. He's the coolest boss I ever had. You know what I mean? I love working for him, and I'm hoping this time I can come out, show out, and make sure I can keep my spot on that roster and start climbing these rankings.
Okay, man. Hey, so do they sponsor your entire trip, or like how does that work? Do they sponsor like everything?
Yeah, I mean, being as we're under the UFC banner, you know what I mean, we are like top of the line competition. So they pay for my medicals, they pay for my flight out there, they pay for my hotel stay while I'm there, food if need be, I believe. For the live shows, I don't necessarily know because it's my first live show, but for the house show, everything was provided for.
Yeah, that's badass, bro. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys deserve it, man. So what does it mean to you to be a power slap champion?
If I can make it that far, dude, it'd be a dream come true. I fought for a few championships as an amateur, and I fell a little short on them. One of them against one of my friends, and I kind of let that get in the way. And I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again, homie. But we're here for business. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily something I can be. Obviously, it's the ultimate goal. I'd love to be a champion. I'd love to be able to bring that that blue and gold home to my, or blue and silver home to my daughters, you know what I mean, to my sons, and show them, hey, Daddy did it. I told you that I was going to do this. I told you I am who I say I am. And just prove to them, you know, that anything is possible. But right now my focus is just getting straight into the rankings so I can start climbing and make my way to that. You know what I mean? We got to take those little W's before we can jump for the big ones.
Oh yeah. And speaking of that, who are you lined up to contend against?
His name is Ro Montana. He's a pro wrestler. From my understanding, he fought at Power Slap 13, the last event, and he won by disqualification. From what I've seen, he's got a big heel lift. That should have been called. I don't know if it was or not, but it should have been. You know what I mean? I'm out here to prove that I'm one of the OGs and I'm one of the top dogs. I'm one of the best in the world. I have that conversation with myself every single day. You know what I mean? Manifestation is real. You got to speak that shit into existence, and I'm speaking this knockout right into existence.
Oh yeah, man, I believe you. I see the fire, bro. Besides the clout that comes with it, so I did run into you at a cannabis event, though. Besides the questions, I ran into you at a cannabis event.
Yes, sir.
You were kind of just minding your own business at one of the vending tables, and one of the vendors was doing like a magic show, and you want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, my homie Rafael Delara, that's my dog. You know what I mean? My boy for life. He puts me on all of these events that you've been seeing me at and whatnot. And he actually obviously introduced me to you know what I mean? Got me in on this podcast. I didn't even know about it, but it's cool to be here, you know what I mean? It's awesome to meet new people, and that's kind of how you got to do it, you know what I mean? You got to go to these events and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's cool networking and connecting with people all the time at the Can of Friends and different events here around town.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was kind of unexpected, but yeah, you were just minding your own business, and then like after the event, he approached me, and you were just there, and then like he had mentioned like, hey, my boy's about to do Power Slap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, having you on the podcast, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, so here we are, man. Besides you, who are some of the best contenders that you have seen, and like who would you bet on, if you could bet?
In any
Because
division or
I also
heavyweight?
seen that post. You said you're not allowed to bet on it because you're under their contract.
Yeah. Is that in any division or just in my division?
Just out of any division, like who are some of the best you've seen?
I got to top off Brandon Bordeaux first of all. Shout out middleweight champion. He's best in the world. You know, he'll be defending his title July 18th with me in New Orleans as well. And we already know he's bringing it home. You know what I mean? He's the butcher for a reason. And then I obviously got to go with Babyface Blackbird. He's the 170 champ. And he just took out one of the best in the world, Azael Rodriguez. That's one of my boys from season 1, you know what I mean? Me and him got a little close. Our wives actually have the same exact first and last name, which is weird, but cool, I guess. But they're both my boys. Azael as well, you know what I mean? He's a big dog in all of this. He's one of the best in the world, and he just keeps proving it time and time and again, you know? And he'll definitely be bouncing back as well. But those three probably particularly are really who stand out, and who I would definitely bet your money on anytime they fight.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I appreciate that. Maybe it's a little insight for some people, you know what I'm saying? Hint. Are there any health repercussions you're personally worried about, like in the long run? Because, you know, you guys are getting hit pretty hard, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, but I mean, you got to run it back. Look at boxing and MMA as well, you know. You take sparring, you do hard sparring leading up to a hard spar, you know what I mean? So you're taking all these, I wouldn't say necessarily unnecessary shots, because obviously this training is necessary to do what you need to do. But for Power Slap, we don't take those shots leading up to the fight. You know what I mean? At max, we take 3 shots.
Yeah, that makes sense if you think about it that way. Yeah, if you're comparing it to boxing or MMA, you're taking a lot more hits and critical damage. But I mean,
Yeah, and that's also why they have the certain rule set behind it with certain clubbings and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, cause they're obviously with any time you're getting hit in the head, there's that potential to bring damage or permanent damage to your brain or your face or whatever part of your body. You know what I mean? So that's why there's a specific rule set. But we got the best doctors in the world. You know what I mean? We go through the best medical team. They take good care of us. They watch us down to a T, down to everything. When I got knocked out my first time with Power Slap, as soon as they had me up, I wasn't out for very long, but as soon as they had me up, they had me in an ambulance ready to go to the hospital to check me out, make sure I was good to go. You know what I mean? Paid for my hospital bill, paid for my ambulance ride, like had my check ready before I got to the hospital. Like, you know what I mean? They took care of me. I love this fucking company.
Oh yeah, man. They really take care of their guys, man. Just in case you're wondering. So, hey, some quick shout outs, man. Shout out to World Pack, my boy Zach. He already knows what's good with the World Pack. I've been seeing him post about the World Pack.
Yeah, man, World Pack's good. Like I said, I take my recovery very seriously, you know what I mean? And World Pack's been helping me out a lot with that. Concentrates, flours, you know what I mean? Everything. They got the mix, and it all tastes good. It smokes good. It's smooth. It's just wonderful. It's the way to go. World Pack.
Hey, World Pack. Another quick shout out. We got my boy Early 3 a.m. dropping some new music and some new projects.
Baby, you want it, girl? Don't leave me waiting on you. I'll make your dreams come true. How bad do you want it, girl? Don't leave me waiting on you. I'll make your dreams come true. So follow my hands and follow my lead, yeah. Girl, don't play, because I'm not here for long, yeah. Girl, I know what you want. You don't gotta worry what I do. I'll be there for you every time you call for me. You ain't gotta worry, girl, I'm here. When I pull up, girls notice. You don't gotta worry what I do. Baby, don't know where I've been. Baby, don't worry about me.
Along with me, I got a new project. Eli shot it. We're doing music videos for different artists. If you need music videos done, just give me a little shout out through my Instagram or my email. And any more shout outs from you, brother?
My coach, Brian Scambler, you know what I mean? He's getting me ready for this. Rachel Day, she's getting me pumped up, getting the muscles flowing, you know what I mean? Bringing all the power. And the team I'm surrounding myself with is just, we're the best in the world, and we're getting ready to prove it.
Hey, for sure, man. I really appreciate you hopping on the podcast today, man. I can't wait to watch you contend, and I wish you the best in your endeavors, man. Hope you make it to champion, bro.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Finish him!